Tonight's presentation is the Ron Roloff Lifetime Achievement Award. And for this, I'd like to call on Bill Fish, the groom.
I know I don't need a microphone. I usually carry it right here, but for this I think I'll use it. When Richard Lester first asked me to present the Ron Roloff Lifetime Achievement Award to Lady Blue Vanesky, I kind of half snickered. And he said, "What's the matter?" And I told him, "You know, Richard, if 7 or 8 years ago someone would have told me that I was presenting the Ron Roloff Award, I'd have said you were crazy." That's because Ron and I, on more than one occasion, tipped a brew up at Brannon's Pub in Sacramento. It was a pub where all the politicians hung out at. And we'd sit there and we'd drink and we'd talk about political scheming and lobbying and tactics and things like that. But the political climate for motorcycling was a lot different back then. And because Ron Roloff was the business manager for the MMA of California, and I was the chairman of the board for Abate of California, we were not friends. We could work together, but socially we weren't friends. But our situation wasn't unique, because if you think back 7 or 8 years ago, it was the same situation all around the country, because back then the MROs didn't talk to each other. There wasn't the same communication and the same unity that we enjoy today. And back then, typically there was more than one, sometimes more than 2 or 3 MROs in any given state. And usually if they communicated, it was confrontational. Times have really changed. Today, thanks in part to groups like NCOM and the MRF, almost every MRO now in the country is actively involved in the exchange of information, in the networking of information, and helping each other out when we need it. We all know who each other are now. We all know that we can pick up a phone and call somebody in another state, and they've probably been through the same thing we're going through, and we can get some help. A lot of you in this room probably remember those days. The days before true unity crept into the bikers' rights movement. And as Richard Lester told me earlier today, if Ron Roloff could see this coming together, the patch holders and the MROs from all over the country and all over the world coming together for this, he would stand up in his grave and thrust his fist in the air and say, "Right on!" And if Ron Roloff were alive today, we would be friends. But unfortunately, Ron isn't here anymore. But that's why we need to keep those people around, those leaders, those people who were our forefathers. People like Sherm Packard, people like Rob Razor, who were there in the 70s to fight the original federal helmet mandates. Because we need them for our history. We need them to teach us where we've been. And that's why we need people like Lady Blue Vanesky, who've been around with their state MROs for the long haul, who can remind us of where we came from so that we can appreciate where we are today. You can't know where you're going unless you know where you've been. I called Michael Mandelman, the AIM attorney in Wisconsin, and asked him for a little bit of dirt on Etta Vanesky. Unfortunately, he said he either couldn't or wouldn't give me any, which might give you an example of the stronghold that Lady Blue has there. However, he did send me a fax that was written by 2 of her very good friends, Frog and Stan Alt. And I can't think of any better tribute than to read what they wrote about her. A number of years ago, how many exactly I'm forbidden to say, an event took place that would have a profound effect on motorcycling today. A 6-year-old child took her first ride on her father's brand new panhead. Now that fact, and of itself, may seem insignificant, but it shaped and inspired that little girl into becoming one of today's foremost freedom fighters. From her first bike, a 90cc Honda, to her trademark full-dress blue, she always rides with pride. Her love of the sport and of the lifestyle has benefited many of us here today, and all of us who will still follow in our trademarks. A mother of 4, grandmother to 6, a friend and sister to all, she has battled the stereotypes, the gender gap, and a lot of narrow-minded people who refuse to take her seriously. But let me tell you, they all take her very seriously now. She has forged strong ties with our senators and our congressmen. She's won both respect and allies from motorcycle clubs and other MROs. She served as a district director for Abeta, Wisconsin for almost 9 years. She's been a board advisor for NCOM for 6 years. She's a tireless worker for motorcyclist rights and advocate of individual freedoms. She fought and survived from life-threatening cancer, only to come back stronger than ever. This special lady is a living tribute to the unquenchable spirit that has always made America great. And with those words in mind, I would like to present the Ron Roloff Lifetime Achievement Award to Etta Lady Blue Vaneski.
Lifetime Achievement Award. This is unbelievable. This is really unbelievable. I knew Ron. I met Ron. Nobody could fill Ron's shoes, as far as I'm concerned. Nobody. What an advocate. I love the man. A little I didn't know. I'm honored. I'm so honored for myself, for women in motorcycling, and for the state of Wisconsin, and all the bikers that I know. I'm sorry, I have to put my glasses on. Being a late bloomer into motorcycle rides, I truly acknowledge biking as my lifestyle. Before I got into motorcycling rides, I belonged to every aspect of society and was searching for a place where I belong. Well, I found it. People, this is the greatest lifestyle in the world. Believe me, and I chose it. When I started to get involved in bikers' rights, I became really angry. I became angry at the discrimination and how bikers have been constantly told they were nothing. I could just get so angry because some of these people believed it. Hey, by this time, this was my chosen lifestyle. And I knew I could make a difference. I just knew I could. Getting this award, it seems like somewhere along the line I did. But believe me, I will not stop until all bikers stand up and say, we are a special part of society. Being a lady in bikers' rights was not easy. It was not an easy chosen lifestyle when I started. Lucky for me, I had a lot of excellent male mentors. The first one probably was my biker brother, Ski, who couldn't be here tonight. This man rode with me when it wasn't the norm. He showed me every aspect of the road. He showed me the people who were good, the people that were bad. This man rode to the 85th Harley anniversary in Milwaukee with me on a 400 Honda. And when people said anything about him riding with me, he looked at him and said, "Hey, she's the best damn biker, best damn driver I know, and I'll ride with her before any of you guys." I love the man. Next I had Pappy, Sam, Michael, Little Bear. Michael, thank you. They got my wheels spinning. They aimed me towards biker legislation, and they helped me and encouraged me to become an income advisor. And then there's my best friend, Frog. There he is. I'll tell you this, man. We did it. We've been there. We've done the whole thing. We've driven together. We rode together. We fought together. We drank together. We partied together. I love this man. Little story I got to tell you about him. Well, first I got to tell you, I met this man. I happened to be at one of his going away parties. Never met him before. Oh, we were drinking a little bit. And I really didn't know any of these people. And I was leaving, and of course, at a party, what do? I go up and I say, "Congratulations." The person I was with quickly left the room, quickly left the bar, and said, "Oh my God." And he didn't say a word. He just shook my hand. He says, "You know where I'm going, don't you?" And I said, "Well, can I bring you peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?" You do remember that, Frog? Absolutely. He was sitting in his garage one day, and here Frog is, he's sitting, he's playing with his motorcycle, fixing the wrench and drinking a beer. And he's got a son named JR. Well, JR comes walking in, in a little red wagon, and he says, "Hey, Dad, you got some duct tape?" Frog says, "Sure, here you go." Well, little JR puts it in his wagon, starts going. He says, "Where are you going with this duct tape?" He says, "Dad, I want to get me some ducks." Frog looked at him, he says, "Hey, you can't get ducks with duct tape." And he says, "Hey, you can't, Dad, but I can." So an hour later, he comes back, wagon full of ducks. Frog looks at him. Next day, still there comes JR again with the wagon, grabs some chicken wire, puts it in the wagon, and Frog says, "Hey, JR, where are you going with the chicken wire?" He said, "Well, Dad, I'm going to get me some chickens." Frog looks at him and says, "Come on, JR, you can't get chickens with chicken wire." He says, "You can, Dad, but I can." Okay, well, an hour later he comes back to the whole big red wagon full of chickens. Okay, Frog thinks, okay. Well, next day he's finally got his bike on his wrench and drinking a beer. JR comes out. He's pulling his wagon. He's got pussy willows in him. And Frog looks at him and says, "JR, hold on, I'm getting my coat." Then again, there's more people I would really like to thank. I'd like to thank the DC Eagles Motorcycle Club and all the clubs I've met. These people have given me encouragement, they have given me support, and they have given me respect. Bless you, brothers. Love you. I'm sorry, I think I'm pulling a buck here.
I don't think you. Well, I'm glad that I didn't hear it.
Then I'd like to thank my dear friend Richard for acknowledging me as a rights leader and giving me a chance to be it. Thank you, Richard. All the in-town advisors for making me welcome, never showing prejudice against me because of my gender. Thank you. With my beloved family clan, Holly, Rory, Jody, and Denny. No, I'm not Ma Biker, not Ma Barker, I'm Ma Biker. All my friends who stood up for me, they encouraged me. I love you, man. Also, I want to thank Buck, our A8 Executive Director, who climbed the ladder of motorcycle rides with me. I rode with him. He's a good biker. His friends tell me he's a piss poor sailor. The other people from A8, MRF, all too numerous to even mention. But, excuse me. Last but not least, my very best friend, Gino, who encourages me and lifts me up when I feel everything is lost. I accept this award not just for myself, but for all of you. Because you made this happen. We made this happen together. I'm so proud to be part of the strongest, most intelligent people of the earth. I thank you, and I love you. Thank you.